What a start. I'm Scott Hansen, pleased to be back for a second season. This is your weekly recap presented by Lowe's. Plenty of action to get you caught up on. We'll start in Jacksonville. The Jaguars at home to take on the Cleveland Browns. And how about a big play here from the Jaguars defense? They only had one takeaway on the afternoon, but it was an important one. The Jags wind up winning this one in front of a home crowd to begin the new season. From there, we board a plane, travel about 15 hours from LA to Melbourne, Australia, the Niners and Rams in the first game ever down under.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Browns sideline, you see Todd Monken, their head coach. His guys falling in the season opener, getting a second straight road game to start the season. His counterpart on the Buck sideline is Todd Bowles. His guys also fell in the opener a week ago, so we've got a couple of teams here desperately wanting to avoid an 0-2 start. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. And off we go on a sweltering hot day in Tampa. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense, and Greg, year 2 for Shedeur Sanders after his terrific success at Colorado, trying to do it here with the Browns.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest, and he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there, but the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the one interception, so a lot to clean up, a lot to improve, not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run, and this is Quinshon Judkins. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down. It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Second and 3 at the 16-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Cleveland. That his first touchdown of the new year.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this looks like a completely different offense from a week ago. They just couldn't get anything going. Their self-inflicted penalties, the opposing team really had their way with them, but they looked really sharp. They had a great opening script. They executed it to perfection. And then not only to sustain possession, Mike, but so important nowadays is to win those possessions in the red zone and come away with 6. You don't see guys going hard after kickers on extra points, a little different than field goals, so let's see if that's going to end up costing them.
The Bucs take over.
And this is going to wind up a touchback. New rule addition this offseason. When you kick from the 50, the officials are going to bring it out only to the 20-yard line. They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25.
He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Second and 5.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25-yard line.
That's Ibuka in motion. And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. On to the second, Buccaneers in possession of the football. They've got it looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. This one complete to Bateman. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Baker gonna give it to Irving. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Clock ticking down, and we will hit the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. See what they have for 2nd and 10. It's Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Chris Godwin, the receiver he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Jared Verse. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season. So on 4th down, Riley Dixon on to punt for Tampa Bay. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Browns offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. Well, after a great week 1 and the opener of Buffalo's new stadium to kick off week 2, We have to look ahead to tonight. Chiefs and Colts at Arrowhead Stadium, 8:20 Eastern Time. Then really good matchup tomorrow, Monday night prime time. Buzzworthy teams in the offseason. The Rams already opened in Australia. The Giants open with the Cowboys. Now those two teams will meet at SoFi in England. A tough spot here. Third and long. Sanders will throw it. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. One final throw before the break. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. So, halftime straight ahead. And we'll send it to Scott Hansen, who has the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good divisional matchup in the black and blue NFC North. And it's the always dangerous Kyler Murray. He's looking to throw, but tucks it instead. He takes it in from 5 yards out. Touchdown. The Vikings still trail, however, and that game's gone to half. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And this is Devontae Smith. He's going to stretch the field here, and this one is on target. 47 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, let's get a look who's getting a hot start to the year. It's our impact player from Week 2, and it's this man. And it's DJ Moore. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Bills do, however, wind up falling in this one. And with that, time to look at what else went down in Week 2 of the NFL's regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, just 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 is the score. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Just that 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Buccaneers offense heading out. Their offensive coordinator is Zach Robinson. Zach, the OC for the Falcons last couple of years before moving here in the division to the Bucs back in January. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. It's Mayfield. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
Let's give a lot of credit there, Mike, to this defense. They remain disciplined on that play-action fake. Nobody bid on it, and quarterback has no choice but to just eat the ball and take the snack.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Toward the sideline, taken in by Godwin. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Here's Mayfield. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds. Well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down.
Dixon in punt formation for Tampa Bay.
Here's Dixon's punt on the way. This is taken at the 25. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Browns offense ready for their first possession of this second half. Well, after a great week 1 and the opener of Buffalo's new stadium to kick off week 2, we have to look ahead to tonight. Chiefs and Colts at Arrowhead Stadium, 8:20 Eastern Time. Then really good matchup tomorrow, Monday night in prime time. Buzzworthy teams in the offseason. The Rams already opened in Australia. The Giants open with the Cowboys. Now those two teams will meet at SoFi in Inglewood. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
At the 44-yard line.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Trying to bounce that outside. It went a long way for a gain of nothing.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
And they will not run another play. That'll do it. The end of the 3rd. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Sanders. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Now the Bucs will take their first time out as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming. So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez, to punt for Cleveland, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Bucs offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener, and you play a tight game and lose. It kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good, and there certainly was a lot of it, but can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
Now, 2nd and 4. To throw is Mayfield. They go right back to Godwin. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Buccaneers first down. They'll drop to throw. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. Quincy Williams in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
Mayfield to throw. That could be the dagger. It is intercepted. Picked off by Ronnie Hickman. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The Browns offense ready to come back out for this next possession. And still 2 timeouts left for the defense, but no real need to use them. They're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They stop it here with 1:07 on the clock.
It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Second down and 8. Again, it's Judkins. Trying to find somewhere to go, but defense with other ideas. They stop him. That'll be no gain. 3rd, they need 8.
Brings up 3rd down.
They run it once more with Judkins.
Judkins, the ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. To throw is Sanders. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. This is 1st and 10. They send Godwin in motion. Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. Here's 2nd down.
7, Bucky Irving. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And they will spike it here with 6 seconds to play. The game hanging in the balance and a critical 3rd down. Baker to throw. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish as this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. Just the 1 touchdown in this one, but they made it hold up. They escaped with a 7-0 victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team.
Welcome to Weekly Strategy. Use the scouting reports to prepare your opponent. Adjust your strategy.
Oftentimes, we see teams move on from their starting running back after one contract, but not here. One team has agreed to a new deal to keep one of the best backs in the game right where he is.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys off to a slow start, looking for their first win after 2 straight losses to start the year. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Sanders to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Sanders. They'll swing this out to Jenkins. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go. Here's Sanders. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. Completes the pass to Judy on the crossing pattern. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
They'll try and run here with Judkins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Our trip around the NFL starts now at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. The Packers at home to take on the Falcons. And it's James Conner. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Packers are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts taking on the Houston Texans. And how about a big play from the Colts defense? The ball's out. It's scooped up, and they're going to return.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Here comes 3rd down and 7. Out of the gun, it's Young. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Throwing, Sanders. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll give it to Judkins. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. This is 1st and 10.
The result of the play is a turnover on down.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, here's Judkins. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that.
Second and 9.
They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
24-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. A give. Here's Judkins. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
And this one too low.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. An 8-yard pickup.
Here's Young.
Carolina.
He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Young to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Now Young. And that is incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Young on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So would that mean 3 weeks in the books and they creep above 500 now at 2-1?
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment man here and said, make sure you watch that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win
On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys have won 2 straight since dropping the opener a few weeks back. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, it's Shedeur Sanders.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
On the ground, this is Quinshawn Judkins.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Now Sanders.
Whipping one into Allen. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And 3rd and 8 now.
You look at the Steeler defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the night's opening drive.
Here comes the Steelers offense led by none other than Aaron Rodgers, his 22nd and what he says is his final NFL season.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Browns' 26-yard line.
And motioning left, that's Pittman.
To throw is Rodgers. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And he'll get 4 there down to about the 12-yard line.
4 yards.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Now a 2nd and 6 as they've got it as we resume action.
Rodgers now to throw.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Dowdle will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
He was taken down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a fourth down. Fourth and goal.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get him the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road, you're under the lights, national television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real, and a pretty nice opening statement.
They'll start on the ground with Jenkins. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here's Sanders. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That's good for a Browns first down.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
At the 30-yard line.
To throw is Sanders. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, and Absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 22 yards.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Rodgers. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the side. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. Gets around him. A second juke. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Sanders to throw. And this one's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On the handoff, this is Judkins. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll run from the gun. It's Jenkins. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
1 yard gain.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They go play action now. Sanders. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Intended for Jerry Jeudy.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Sanders. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Browns.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. From the gun, it's Shador. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Shreds, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshawn Judkins. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Steelers offense and running back Rico Dowdle headed back onto the field. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, wide open, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. So it's now a three-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the Browns down by a field goal, a little over a minute to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Now he'll escape to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. And the Browns first down.
Back to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A nice little juke. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final